There he is. Lazarus fucking Hawthorne. This isn't like a kid show, right? I can swear a little bit? Alright.
Yeah, I swear all the time.
Okay. Because this is going to be real, dude.
Yeah.
This is real survival, so when you burn your eyebrows off, there's probably going to be a little bit more swearing.
I could have sworn I've cursed in my video so far.
Yeah, probably. Alright, so walk me through this again. What are we doing? What are we showing the people?
Alright. First things that we're going to show them is how to make stuff with stuff you bring from home. So we got not toilet paper. We got dryer lint, which you can harvest from your dryer at any time.
Yeah, that is extremely flammable.
Oh yes, takes a spark almost instantly. So one of the things we add to it is the cardboard tube. So essentially, once this starts to burn, it hits the cardboard, gives us a nice high flame. The toilet paper does roughly the same thing, but we're going to do it without the toilet paper tube and try and get it going with just some sticks and pine needles. So I need to finish doing some prep work, and then I can start showing you guys how to do this.
Sweet. Let's fucking do this. Might as well just film everything. Okay. We're definitely fire safe here, as you can see by all this nice dry brush here. All this handy plastic.
My cameraman Skippy Madoo.
How flammable are cars?
Not too much from the outside. Once you get inside, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Skippy. You'll be just fine.
I'm not worried. I got this cup of water here. I'm hoping that's enough water to put out any flames. We shall see. Is that Bluetooth piece part of your survival gear?
Oh yeah, totally.
Really?
It keeps
Yeah.
me occupied.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, man, when you're out in the woods and all you got is some Def Leppard playing in your ear, everything's fine.
Yeah. That one-armed drummer. So I hate to point out something kind of obvious, but if we're surviving here and we have all this survival stuff around, wouldn't a lighter be much more compact?
It would be much more compact and a lot easier to use, but
That would suck all the fun out of it, now wouldn't it?
Well, see, the problem is with a Bic lighter, if you fall on it and you break it, you got no lighter. Now, a Zippo, as you can obviously see I carry in my pocket, works just as well with or without fuel, because mine has nothing in it.
Should we soak that in some gas or something?
Well, I could soak if I had some gas, I could soak either the cloth inside of here with gas, or I could soak this in some gas.
Probably a little tough with the wind going on here, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. But the main thing I'm showing you guys today is how to do it with magnesium striker.
Sweet. Look at those sparks.
So essentially what the magnesium striker is, and it's my preferred form of fire starting, you have this big bar here, which is all magnesium. And you have the black striker here in the center. This is what brings the sparks out. So what you do is we're going to start with the toilet paper first. So you get some of your pine needles, try and get a couple of small sticks with it. And you kind of wrap it up a little bit, get it stuffed down in whatever you're going to be starting your fire in.
Which today is this nice cast iron bowl, right?
Yep, what I use for casting, small things. So the next step is you take your magnesium bar, stick it in here, and start scraping away at it. Now, the idea is to get a dusting of magnesium powder. So I don't know if you can see it down in there. All that nice little dust in there. I'm scraping away.
Right, so we're not making sparks, just dust right now.
Just dust at this moment.
Alright.
Now we got our dust. Everything's all nice and set. Sometimes you got to readjust your setup here.
Well, this is survival. You gotta want to make that fire.
Alright, we're gonna take it out of this fucking bowl. Now, as Skippy Muldoon just said, you do need to want to actually start the fire. If you don't want the fire, you're not going to get the fire.
Very true point, Lazarus. I see those flames there, but it's not catching yet.
As you can see, I'm starting to char the paper a little bit.
Vincent, I'm getting cold here, bruh.
Well, you could do it to burn a few pounds, you fat bastard.
Well, be that as it may. It's still cold. Need some fire. I'm kind of hungry. What do we got? Some like roast duck coming up? Some pork, perhaps? Oh. Oh, look at that.
Ta-da! And that's toilet paper.
And we are surviving. Alright.
As you saw, it took a little bit, but that's alright. Not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but that was still pretty quick. I mean, would that take you a minute, 2 minutes?
About 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, not bad.
Which compared to doing it with a bow drill, you know, about 5 to 10 minutes on that one.
Oh, jeez. I don't even know what a bow drill is. What's a bow drill?
Bow drill, essentially, is you are taking 2 pieces of wood. One piece of wood is going to be made of a hardwood. Usually I prefer to use oak. Make sure that's oak. I prefer to use oak for the drill. Maple works as well. Pretty much any kind of hardwood. And you take a piece of pine, which you've cut in half, and lay it down, and that becomes your board. So essentially with the board, I have no water. That's right.
Cut in half the long way, right? Like you rail it?
Yeah. So essentially once your board is down, you take your drill, set it in top. You have to have something in your hand to protect your hand from the drill. You have your bow with a string on it wrapped around the drill, and you're pretty much just working it back and forth like this.
Ah, that's real old school.
Oh yeah, that's fire making with nothing but what you find out in the forest.
Ah.
That takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes depending on conditions and how good you are. So I'm going to show you guys just how quickly this stuff catches. This is again the dryer lint. There it is.
Whoa.
And there's absolutely nothing on that. There's no kerosene, there's no lighter fluid, nothing. That's just
straight cotton lint, huh?
Yep.
Right.
As you can see, it actually kind of burns a little on the slow side. So I would actually have some time to get some fuel and stuff on there. I mean, look how much that's burning just on its own.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
It doesn't smell too wonderful, but then again, there's also people hair in there.
Yeah, personal preference.
Now, the one thing that I wish I could have had for you guys was cattails. Cattails, when you get them out of their brown...
Like not from your neighbor's cats.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. No, I'm talking about the ones from swamps. If you get them out of their brown, stiff form, when they start to fluff out to spread their seeds, you take your knife or whatever you're using, you scrape the seed pod so you get this nice big fluff, almost similar to, you know, the dryer lint. And it takes a spark just like the dryer lint and the toilet paper does. Now, the interesting thing that I found about it is that it smells like pork and beans when you're done.
Really?
Yeah, if you don't put anything on it, if you don't like put any kind of kerosene or candle wax, your hands come away smelling like pork and beans. It is the weirdest thing.
Huh.
So, what we've got here is I've taken some of the dryer lint, shoved it inside of this toilet paper roll. Now, there are various forms that you can do to make this a little bit more effective. One of the forms that I've made prior, not this time, was you take Vaseline and a little bit of lint, you make a little ball, cover that in Vaseline, then you get more lint, and you just kind of roll it until you get a ball for the whole setup. And then you take more lint and just kind of make a nice little tube, stick it in this sucker. The advantage to the Vaseline is that the Vaseline will burn low and slow like a candle, thus giving you much more time to actually get your tinder going. If it's wet out or you got a high wind, it'd be great to start a fire. Whereas the cardboard gives you a high hot flame. So let's see if I can get this sucker going. Almost. There we go.
Yeah, that flint really throws out a lot of spark there.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Be nice and tender with it.
You gotta love it.
Get up nice, close, personal. Put some love into it.
You're scaring the cop.
It's alright.
Come on, rat. The wind's not helping anything.
Nah, it never does.
For those of you who are listening to the audio, that's my neighbor's kids playing next door.
Now, it sounds like somebody's winning over there. Man, this thing's being stubborn.
Very stubborn.
You think it's too tightly packed?
It's a possibility. That's why I'm kind of leaving this all fluffed out on one end.
There you go.
It might also be, if you look at the dryer lint that I'm using, you kind of notice different colors because it's been collected at different times. So it's probably actually different materials that are mixed in there.
Yeah,
Obviously not everybody wears just cotton.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a load of jeans, some lights, some darks there. Nice little color mix. Put my mom in the dryer?
Sometimes, man, she's dirty.
Huh. Huh. We're all of 5 or 10 minutes into this and we're already going into the moms. I like it.
Somebody's got to go in there. Nobody else will touch her.
Well, if you thought less about my mom and more about making this fire here, maybe we have some fire going.
How do you think I start these fires, man? The fire of my passion for it.
Ah, I see. It gets you going there, huh? Helps inspire the stroking.
Exactly. It's the sparks flying.
Oh, Lassie. I guess inspiration is a key part of survival.
It is, and especially motivation is a huge part of survival. A lot of survivalists don't really talk enough about, in my opinion, the motivation to stay alive. If you have no...
Shit, back up, dude. It just cut me short. Alright.
Alright, what was the last part you heard?
What did we hear? It was something about my mom. Oh, how she inspires you to live and survive.
One of the things that a lot of survivalists don't really cover too much, and I feel it's a shame that they don't cover it more, is the fact that, you need something to keep you going, something that keeps you thinking of why you need to keep living at night. Rat.
Something to doze off on.
Pretty much. But it's in the end, it comes down to simply what is your reason for getting out of the situation you're in? Why do you get back up in the morning to keep moving forward?
Wow, Lazzy, that's pretty deep, dude.
Now, part of it is boredom. Boredom kills a lot of people out in the wilderness.
I don't know, I'm pretty riveted watching you try to build this fire here.
Oh, I know you would. Because you like to tease me about it.
I don't know, that cardboard too is making things tough. Well, you got just in that pile there.
You can kind of see I singed the end of it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, this pile is just not. Put some magnesium filings in there.
We have fire.
This girl is on fire.
Oh, laying it down. Nice.
Now see, that is one of the things that I always tell people to pack in their kit. Something to make music with, something to play with their, keep their mind active. Maybe a book, maybe it is, just a list of songs that you have memorized. It's important to have something that reminds you that the forest you're stuck in isn't the only place that there is. And like I said, to have something to go home to. For some people, it's getting home to the family. Other people, just it's that urge of, I'm not going to die out here. This is not where my story ends. As you can see, I'm mainly focusing on small sticks right now, because smaller the branch, the easier it burns. Of course, the wind's kicking up because it's a douchebag.
Well, you got to get it going, you know? I take it we also probably don't want to make a huge fire on this sheet of plywood here.
Listen, this thing has seen some things. It's seen the underside of your mom.
Oh my god.
Listen, I haven't seen you in how many months? We gotta catch up. We gotta, we're behind on the mama jokes.
I know, I was trying to keep this kind of clean.
No, you got the wrong. This is YouTube. What are you talking about?
I'm wondering how flammable your beard is.
Well, see, surprisingly, I've never burned my beard. I burned my eyebrows. I burned my hand hair, my arm hair. I've never burned my beard.
Really?
Yep. Of course, knock on wood.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Because knowing my luck, that'd be the moment that, it's like, oh yeah, I never burned my...
Yep, and I'm just going to keep on rolling here.
Yep. Gotta keep the camera going.
That's right.
So pretty much the idea is, after you got the fire going, after it's pretty much self-sustained like it is now, you just feed larger and larger sticks on it until you finally achieved the level of flame that you're looking for. So next up, I'm actually going to show you a nifty little trick for if you do actually have some food to cook it's something that's actually going to give you some flavor to your food, and be able to give you some actually something to look forward to.
All right.
So cut.
Cut?
Yep.
Oh, stop?
Yep.
Done?
For this little piece, yeah.
No more?
At this moment.
Alright, we'll be back, folks, with more Lazzy Haw.